we go. Let me present my screen. I was trying to be organized and make a little PowerPoint. So we'll see if it works. Um, if you guys want to go to Key Club and check it out, the website is keyclub.org. And I thought I was being funny by putting happy 2020 because clearly 2020 has not been the happiest year. It feels like one big long month. It's been terrible. But anyway, um, that's where Key Club comes in. We're not terrible. We're not bears of bad news. We're the good news. We're a positive club. You guys already know that's on here what Key Club is, but for our new incoming freshmen, it's the oldest and largest student led service organization for high school students. We participate we participate in all kinds of different community events, volunteering, taking tickets at games, working concession stands, anything that the community needs. But our participation helps continue giving members a place to develop leadership through service. Clubs like ours do make an impact. We collect food for local food banks, we raise money for community members in need, and we support a ton of community initiatives and much more. We do collect dues each year. The dues need to be paid by October 29th. That's $3 for the Ohio dues, 7 for international, and we will be getting a new T-shirt this year. We kept the same design the last 2 years, and this year several people have asked if we could get a new design. So I'm not creative. I'll come back to this here in a minute. So, since I'm not creative and this is a student led organization, I thought it would be neat if our seniors design shirts if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but any senior interested in submitting a design for this year's shirt, please do so by September 28th. And then during our next meeting on October 2nd, we'll vote, or I'll post a link for people to vote on the submitted shirt designs, and then I will order shirts on the 9th. So I know in this slide I put that dues and everything had to be paid by October 29th. So the $10 for dues isn't due until the 29th. But if you do want a shirt, I will need that $15 up front by October the 8th will be your last day in school. That way I can order them on October the 9th on that Friday when I'm here. Um, that way I don't get stuck with a bunch of shirts and we don't have the money to pay for them. The other thing is officers. We have I don't think very few of our officers graduated. We have mostly the same officers. So we're going to go ahead and nominate and vote for new officers. But if those officers who served last year um, want to run again, that would be awesome. Like Livy was our president, she can run again. Um, so I will send out a form for nominations and voting to see who will be our next class Key Club president, vice president, and then we'll have secretary, treasurer, and then we will also have a junior, senior, freshman, sophomore representative. So keep that in mind if you want to run for any of those positions. Um, and let me know, and that will kind of be the nomination. If you want to nominate somebody or if you want to run, shoot me an email, and then when I make the Google form for voting, you will automatically be on there. And if you know a freshman that is interested, please help me spread the word. Let freshmen know about Google Classroom code. It is the 7K02BQ7. There are signs posted around the school from last year, but just pass the word along. And then this year, this is something new that we're going to do. We are joining a group called Impact Prevention. I took a group of students. I can't remember who all went. It was like the Monday before school shut down. We went to an impact prevention meeting, and it's all about students taking leadership roles. It ties in great with Focus 3 positive things, and it ties in really well with things that Mr. Gillen's been doing in his leadership, and it ties in really well with Key Club. So it's a new Key Club initiative that we're going to look for a problem in our community. And you guys are going to get to decide. This is going to be all students. I'm just kind of seen as I'm called your adult ally. I'm not going to be doing the work. I'm just kind of helping steer and guide you guys in the right direction. But the point of it is to look for a problem in our community. Maybe you feel like teen depression is a major thing, or suicide is something that you feel is a problem in our community, or maybe you know a bunch of students who are vaping or drinking, or I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything that you see as a problem um, in our community. And what we're going to do is once we get this problem, figure out what this problem is, we're going to find some research based supports, and we will have a team of people through this program that are partnering with us, and they will give us some good research based evidence. And there's also funds involved with this where they give us some money to help us support um, making a difference, figuring out what that problem is, and then doing something about it. So we're not just finding a problem. Once we find the problem, we're going to start trying to fix it. And we're going to start trying to fix it by reaching out to elementary students. Like, let's say that you think that vaping is a huge problem. So rather than go around and tell these little kids, don't vape, vaping's bad, we know that research has shown that's not a real effective program. So instead, you maybe find something that's super cool for kids to do that's an alternative route to vaping. Um, I don't know what that would be. That's where you guys come in. You guys are way more creative than me, but we do things like where we go, we might send videos during the Red Ribbon Week to the elementary for them to show, since we can't actually go in the building this year. Or we might send literature um, over there, coloring pages and crayons or something. I don't know. We're going to do something to try to be um, change agents. We want to create a change. We want to help guide people in the right direction. That's what Key Club's all about, is working in the community to make a positive difference. And so at our next meeting on October the 2nd at 2:30 again, we will be meeting with those leaders. And I will not be the one doing all this talking at our next meeting. Whoever our new officers are, they will host that meeting, and they will introduce our hosts from the impact prevention. I'm going to be chillaxing, watching, and hanging out and just being your adult ally. So plan to meet via Google Meet the first and third Friday of each month at 2:30. We'll keep doing this. And like I said, that makes our next one October the 2nd, when we meet with our adult allies to try to figure out what our problem is in our community and how we're going to start making a difference. And that is all that I have. I did a lot of talking in a little bit of time. So, does anybody have anything that they would like to add or any questions? Take that as a big old no. All right, so just shoot me an email if you are wanting to run for officer again, or if you want to nominate somebody for officer, or if you're wanting to run for office for the first time. Make sure you send me that email and start thinking about your dues. And seniors, start thinking about t shirt designs and submit those to me. And that's all I have for today. So let me stop the recording if I can remember how.